because if anybody's gonna figure it out, it's the Goon Squad.
Yes, sir. Let her rip. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to continue working on this 2016 Lamborghini Huracan, and as you've seen in the previous video, we did fail to get this thing started, but we did manage to pull the starter off, and a lot of you guys were saying that there is a 50% chance that it is bad, and another half of you guys are saying that the circuit breaker off the negative battery terminal is bad. So we're going to go ahead and run to the local parts department, get this thing tested, and then we'll go from there. Ooh. Very hard to pull up though.
Yeah, not in the system.
At the local auto zone.
No.
Tough one to find, but hopefully
we can test it.
Oh, we are good. I think it's good. It's just, it may be a little bit loose, but
yeah, but
as long as it spins.
Yeah, we're good, dude. All right, guys, so our starter is 100%. It passed like 5-6 times. Each time it passed, so we are good to go. Our starter is actually good, so let's go throw this back on that Lambo and try to get that thing started. All right, so we are back, so we're probably gonna go ahead and throw this thing back in and everything else that we need to get this thing started, other than trying to find out what's keeping this thing from starting. So the main thing is throwing this thing back on first things first, and then locating that circuit breaker and see if we can bypass the system and get this thing running. So
straight pipes, man.
I mean, we're definitely gonna start it without
the exhaust, the muffler, if you will.
Yeah, the muffler, not the exhaust, whatever, that big canister. So it's gonna sound aggressive if we do start it. So I'm excited. Let's throw this thing on, and hopefully, I mean, it's gonna be quick for you guys, but for us, it's gonna be a lot of little wiggling and try to get this thing back all the way up in there, but not too hard. We got everything apart, even this oil sump right here. We got it just
good thing we didn't have to drain any oil. That way we don't have to fool with that.
Yeah, I thought it was just all hard metal lines, so I was like, dang, we're gonna have to drain the oil, but actually at the end of both of these lines, there's actually a rubber hose, so it's able to move without bending or damaging anything. So let's go ahead and throw this thing back on. So guys, we just installed everything that we need to get this thing started. We're gonna leave that exhaust off because we're probably gonna do an aftermarket exhaust for sure, guys, you know us. But for now, we're gonna go back up to the front of the car and see if we can try to bypass that system to get this thing running. As you can see, this little plug, what you would call it, goes right into this system. And I'm thinking that this little piece went bad. I don't know for 100%. But what I am planning on doing is getting these two wires and actually shoving them in here and grounding the system out, because it looks like it all goes to ground. There's probably just a little trigger there that triggers when this car's in the accident and probably doesn't give that starter to enough juice to actually kick over. So hopefully this doesn't mess anything up, fingers crossed. But I mean, we're just gonna have to send it, man, because we want to start this thing. And we actually looked that piece up. It's like $400, and they're gonna have to import it. So we don't have like a month to wait. We're gonna try to get a used one, but it's really hard to find a used one because most of the used ones come off of wrecked Lambos, and if it's wrecked, that means it's done. So I don't see why even people sell them if they're coming off of a used Lambos. So let's go ahead and try to bypass the system. Hopefully don't burn anything up and get this thing started.
All right, so one of these wires is actually a hot wire, because when we were touching it to the ground or the negative side of this battery, it was actually sparking. So we just did the one that was not a hot wire, and we ran it to the ground. Let's see if it does anything different. What? Did you hear that? Oh, clicking. Alrighty guys, so we are still getting the same old thing, same old click. We tried a few different ways to try to jump that circuit breaker, but it is not working. We called a few shops. Who did we call?
Exotic Auto Recycling.
Yeah, they tried to help us in the best way possible.
Yeah,
but
called a few places, RDBLA, called a few places around, but there's just no help. They're basically saying that we just have to get a computer on this car plugged in, read all the codes, clear some of the codes, and all this other good stuff. So we're gonna check these 2 fuse boxes. There's
We
one
didn't
right
even know
here.
about them.
Yeah,
honestly.
we didn't even know. There's one right here, and I'm thinking there's one right here. So we're gonna go ahead and unscrew this. It looks like we're gonna have to remove this cross member because there's a bolt literally right up
Can't get in
under
there with the little ratchet.
Yeah, it can't get in there. So we're just gonna go ahead and remove this. Open this cap up and check all these fuses and make sure just all the fuses are 100% before we actually hook up a computer and test this thing out. But for now, let's go ahead and get this cross member off and get to them fuses.
Lightweight, is that aluminum or?
Lightweight.
Whoa.
Super lightweight. What if we painted that white?
Ooh, white would look really good. As soon as we get this thing started, white would look definitely amazing. All right, we got one more bolt. I can't believe we missed this area.
Go ahead and pop it off.
Ooh, there's some big fuses in there. ECU, additional ECU, secondary air pump. There's some real deal stuff in here. Injectors, ignition coils.
All types of stuff. Just gotta go through them.
I would check these right here mainly, but these relays, I mean, I'm sure they can go bad, but I don't think so. I think they could just get reset. But
Yeah, our main issue is that starter is just clicking for some reason. I don't know why.
maybe the ECUs. It says engine management fault, so I think it may need to be reset, but we need to just check this row right here and those other fuses.
Yeah, all the fuses look to be good other than the relays, which I really can't check.
You can't really check those.
There is a relay that's called motor relay, the R1. I don't know how we
I think
would
those are
check it.
all right.
It's right here. I don't know how you'd check it, but
You just wouldn't. I guess you just can't check them.
I don't know.
All right, now onto the other fuse box here. What do we got here?
What we got
What's
here
it
is some
saying?
electro valves, water pumps, electro valves, oil lever, DC fans, secondary air pump. All right, guys, so after all that digging, all this research that we did, and a lot of phone calls to a lot of places, we did come up with, we're probably 80% sure or 90% sure that it is this circuit breaker on this negative side of this battery. As you know, there's these circuit breakers on these high-end cars, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, all these things. So we did finally track one down. It's gonna be coming out of Atlanta, so hopefully we get it here real shortly. But in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and take this door off because we got some things coming in for this Lamborghini. And I just wanna go ahead and get that out of the way so when the parts come in, we can slap it right on. So before we actually start unbolting the door, somebody did send us a work stand, which we were lacking. We do have one. It's already seen its better days, and we're always using them up.
Always filled
So
up.
the fans came in clutch, and we got some ADT work stands, 500 pound. As you see, we got 2 of them right here. Let me see who sent that out to us. Thanks to Parts Marvel. Go check them out if you need some work stand. Let's go ahead and open this box up and set the stands up because we're gonna have to put that door on it.
This padding right here is really nice, actually. It's not like the ordinary foam. It's like an actual, I don't even know what you'd call this.
It's like a high grade foam.
High grade foam. That's all it is. But
Let's set this sucker up, man. This is awesome. We can finally throw that door on it, and this is like really soft, so it'll protect it even if you have a good door. We have a bad door, but this is definitely gonna protect it from parts scratching up. So we got just a few little things right here, a little chain and a few bolts. Let's go ahead and throw this sucker together and then take that door off.
man, that was easy.
Simple.
One of the easiest little switches. Those are really hard to get off, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Like on the Ford,
Yeah, you
Nightmare.
gotta pull it out and stuff. Sucks. On any American car, basically, you gotta dig it all up,
Yep.
fish it out.
I gotta say the only thing that's probably a little bit difficult is the electrical work on the
Yeah.
Italian cars. But you know what? We don't have a
Yeah.
computer, so we can't say. I wouldn't say it's
We're
too
getting
hard.
into it.
We're getting
We're
into
slowly
it.
getting into it.
Honestly, I like a challenge. You know, if it just
yeah.
fired right up, what's the fun in that? I mean,
Yeah, you don't want nothing to just work all the time, you know, and then there ain't no fun. You can't
Exactly.
really
You don't
off
learn
your-
nothing,
You
yeah.
don't learn anything.
so we're learning a lot here, and I guarantee you we're gonna start this thing up here really soon. So let's keep on moving with what we're doing, fixing these body panels or removing the body panels, because we got some big things on the way.
Big thing.
Something way different than you guys are expecting, I think.
Oh, something really different.
But let's go ahead and remove this door and set it right here. Check that out, guys.
Finally got that door off.
We're gonna need that door panel because I think door panels are pretty hard to find to match your interior, you know?
Oh yeah, really difficult, especially like with these Lamborghinis. They all have different color
'Cause you
combos.
spec it out, yeah.
But luckily we have ours and it's in good condition.
I want to clean it up.
Seems to be this thing just popped up. We're gonna have to pop that back in.
I'm really feeling just like we need to clean something.
Yeah, this is filthy, man. Hopefully none of these water like stains stain the leather,
That
you know.
leather, yes sir. That is genuine leather.
Look at this side.
See what's going on
Look
here.
how the door snapped right
Oh,
on
man,
that.
that aluminum.
That aluminum just snapped right off, dude. That's insane.
So we're gonna be using all these moldings, probably.
Yeah.
That, all
Door
these little.
panel, the glass for sure, probably, because it's already tinted to our tint color. Dude, that is insane. I wonder what brand speakers there is in here. You know what I mean?
Bose. No, I don't know. It doesn't say, but let's go over here and see what's going on over here.
Dude, check this out, man.
Nothing damaged here.
Nothing really damaged.
I don't think that's
Nothing at
damaged.
all.
Yeah.
Check that out. See how that carbon meets with the aluminum?
Yeah.
That's insane,
pretty
dude.
dang cool.
You think we need to remove that seat now or just remove it later whenever we get the airbag in?
I'd say we leave it for now. Maybe do some cleanup on the interior here because look how filthy it is.
Yeah,
I
it's-
really want to see what it looks like cleaned up.
And we do need to clean it up because that's just gonna just really it can ruin the stitching and stuff. It can
Yes.
actually
Get it-
turn that
stain
stitching.
it.
Yeah, it can stain it. So it's better to clean it up now than to leave it on there, sit, keep getting in there and out. It'll definitely ruin that interior.
Yes,
So.
we usually clean the interior like right when we get the car, but we just didn't have the chance to because we had so much fun just ripping it apart. But let's
Oh,
go
yeah.
ahead and get in there, I guess, and clean that sucker up.
Let's do it.
All right, we got it all vacuumed. Now we're gonna use some good interior cleaner.
From Ethos.
At those, man, some very good stuff. So I can't wait to shine the inside of this Lambo up.
Oh man,
It's
dude,
filthy.
Look at it. This is definitely gonna make a night and day difference. Go ahead and give this thing a few sprays. Smell it. Smells like pina colada.
Alrighty guys, so now that we got that interior looking great, looking flawless, we're gonna go ahead and probably do a little bit of waterless wash and what is it, just waterless wash?
Yeah, waterless wash and wax, I think. Let's see.
Yes sir.
Yeah, waterless car wash. So this stuff is really great for like engine-based stuff like this. I'd really like to water this down, but we got a bunch of open components right now. I don't really want to be shooting water, especially when we haven't even got it started yet. So we're gonna go ahead and spray some of this waterless wax, man. Let's just go ahead and give it a try on this air box right here.
Do it.
A little bit of this
Man,
waterless
that
wax.
looks just horrible. I mean, it's a Lamborghini engine, but it's just horrible.
I know, right? Man,
that.
cleaning supplies smell so good. Check that out. Just a little bit of detail like this is just gonna make this engine bay look amazing. So let's go ahead and clean this whole entire engine bay.
Alrighty guys, so we were just getting ready to detail this engine bay, starting to look good, and then look who pulled up.
We got V-Tuned and Sam Crack.
What's going on, guys? This is incredible. And
Yeah.
these guys are the right guys to be doing this job. Because if anybody's going to figure it out, it's the Goon Squad.
That's right. And with a little bit of V-Tune's help, hopefully he could figure something out.
We got all the right guys here today to actually help us try to start this
OBD
thing.
port on it?
On this, I can plug it in for you. You might want to get in on that side and I'll plug it in on this side.
So pretty
You got a
much.
pocket knife. I'll start splicing some wires in the front. All right.
Yeah, we got.
Oh, we got a ton of pocket knives. So hopefully there's a bunch of codes that are clearable, I guess, if you will. If he gets it started right now, we'll go out into the yard and do some
donuts like
good old donut. No, but I really do think it's that circuit breaker.
It's gotta be. Anytime you have a blown airbag, usually inside those systems, it sets off a charge, just like your airbag, just like your seat belts, and it blows that charge, which kills, I want to say, power to the starter.
Yeah.
Or no, I say starter. You hear the starter clicking.
Yeah, it probably doesn't give enough power to a starter. That's what it feels like. So it can be a lot of things, man. It's a Lamborghini, and you never know what it is, honestly. So hopefully V-Tune can fix it with his computer right there. Get some codes cleared for us.
We used like a cheaper scanner,
And
and literally it pulled up starter stuck.
Yeah, it said starter stuck. I was like, dang,
What does
this
that
cheap
mean?
scanner right here is actually reading something.
All right, so no luck. What happened?
Word. Scanner couldn't do it.
So I guess the only issue is that circuit breaker, right?
Hopefully, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. We're gonna go through some of the wiring. Sam Crack just been telling me to go through more of the wiring, so I guess that's what we're gonna do in the next video is go through most of that stuff, because he's saying that I didn't do enough wire checking, but I'm just gonna have to crack.
That's
You
right.
gotta get that wire. You gotta get the pocket knife open. Start splicing it open.
Oh, we use
You'll find it.
razor blades.
Razor blade. Okay.
Straight up razor blades. But we'll get it done. But for now, I guess.
They're getting back to work. He's got that.
Gotta go fix this Focus RS.
Yeah,
Yes,
got the
sir.
Focus RS still going.
All right, then we'll take it to the drag strip and we'll see who wins that
Oh,
one. All right.
yeah.
Mine is all-wheel drive. All right, guys.
So it did get really late on us. We really wanted to clean that engine bay, but we were just talking to Sam Crack and V-Tune. They're really trying to help us out to get this thing started, but no luck. So it's definitely going to be that one sensor thing, that
Circuit breaker.
circuit breaker. We did put an order on it, so hopefully it comes in. But for now, we're going to have to catch you guys tomorrow in the morning. The next day here, and finally we're going to be able to clean this whole entire engine bay. This is pretty much all we're going to do to this Lambo until we get our parts in. And we got something really special for this Lamborghini, for the parts for this car. It's something that we've never done before in a rebuilding series, so we're super excited about it and hope you guys are too. Be sure to smash that subscribe button if you didn't already and turn on your post notifications. So let's get straight to work.
So that is going to be a wrap for today's video, guys. I wish we could do more, but you know we do not have any of the parts and we haven't got it started.
All right, guys, so we're interrupting this video because we actually found our issue why this Huracan wasn't starting. And I want to give a huge shout out to Gutter Snake from AGX for helping us pinpoint the issue. We're on and off through the phone trying to figure out what was the problem, and we finally found out. Let's go to the front here.
A lot of people were giving us information, but
Yeah.
they could never actually give us the right.
Everything that we found out wasn't actually working, and we thought it was this side of the terminal, the negative side, this little piece right here, and it actually wasn't. As you can see right here, we did take apart the fuse box. This is the actual fuse box. We did take it apart and found the 3 fuses that were good, but we actually split this thing right in half. I didn't even know it split in half until Gutter Snake mentioned it. And as you can see behind there, look how much fuses there is. There's like 6 of them right there, and there's 1 fuse right here. And what is this called?
It's called the pyro fuse.
There's a pyro fuse right here, and as you can tell, there was a SRS looking clip right here, and this thing blows every time the car is in an accident. Maybe when the airbag blows or just a hard impact and a sensor gets triggered, it will blow that pyro fuse. So as you can see, we got some wires right here, and we
Jumper cables.
Yeah, jumper cables right here. Jumper cables right here, and we just bridged the connection right here just to bypass this system to see if it'll start. And guys, I gotta tell you what, it did start. We were super excited and couldn't hold it in, so we're just gonna show you guys because we weren't able to start it in the previous video, so we're gonna give you guys a first start, man. Let's go ahead and bridge this up. and start this thing, man.
Let's do
This
it,
thing
dude.
is
It sounds so good. We already heard it because we weren't recording.
Yeah, we're just really busy going back and forth trying to figure out what the main issue was, and we weren't recording. We were under the car, inside the car, everywhere. We actually were sitting on the computer and everything.
Using this little device right here,
Yeah,
testing the starter and stuff like that. It wasn't, the thing is, the starter back there, when he would start it, it wasn't getting 12 volts like Gutter Snake mentioned.
It was getting what, like 7?
Like 0.1, honestly.
Oh, really? 0.1?
Yeah, it wasn't like barely reading anything.
Yeah, it was just enough to throw the gear out, but it wasn't enough to spin it.
Yeah.
So that was
Here it goes. This is exactly what we're doing, using jumper cables, just the positive side.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bridge it right here instead of using the actual wire. This is just a lot easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and bridge it. Give him that.
Give him that full send.
Dude, this thing sounds so good without an exhaust, but I'm sure it's gonna sound better with the exhaust.
Yeah, this is just straight piped with cats. Pretty
do
much.
it.
Do it, man. Let's hear it. This thing is gonna sound amazing. Oh my goodness, dude.
Dude, that thing sounds absolutely wicked, dude.
Over here.
Oh yeah. And I actually just went ahead and popped it in neutral while we
Really?
were at it. Yep, popped it in neutral, so we are in neutral finally.
Perfect.
So we can actually roll it around now. Honestly, we can drive it now. So all we need is that one wheel and we can
Yes,
drive
sir.
this thing in and out, dude. This is exciting. This is super exciting news. We had to show you guys. We couldn't wait for the next video because we're excited just as much as you guys are. So, dude, that's it, dude. I can't talk no more. This is insane.
Yeah.
This is insane.
The engine is not locked up.
Yeah, we're scared. I was like, we're like going through everything. We're like, people are like, does the motor turn? We're like, yeah, we turned the motor. Everything turns.
Yes, sir. Luckily, Gutter Snake, man, literally.
Yeah, big help, big help. Huge shout
He's
out.
one of the best in the game, I gotta say.
Yeah, one of the best in the game. We called a ton of shops in the California area, in the Sacramento area, everywhere.
All
And
over, man.
All over. We called. Nobody wanted to give us their secrets, you know. Some people were trying to hide it. Some people were trying to get us to bring it to their shop. But we're like, we're all the way across
On the
America.
East Coast, man.
So finally, we got this thing running. So now we're gonna have to order that pyro fuse.
Yes, sir.
And that's it, man.
That's it for our starting issue.
That's it. When we got this thing running.
But parts are on the way. We got something absolutely amazing on the way also, so you guys are gonna be absolutely amazed. So be sure your notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. Also, be sure to follow us on Instagram where you can get an inside scoop there before YouTube. And if you haven't, be sure to copy some merch at goonsquad.com. That stuff is flying off the shelves, so be sure to get you something before they run out. With that being said, thank you guys for all the love and support. Be sure to stay tuned, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.